Jeered by a small group of protesters on his way in, the member's favourite would have been counting on a warmer reception inside. Boris Johnson might be the Conservatives' great communicator, but he's been a reluctant debater. Tonight, Jeremy Hunt's one and only chance to face him head-to-head, way behind in this race, and therefore walking in with much less to lose.
We're live in Salford for the head-to-head TV debate.
And right from the start, this really was a debate.
Can you promise me that we will definitely leave the EU on October the 31st?
I'm far more likely to get us out by the 31st of October because I have a plan which involves engaging with the European Union, negotiating with them. But I just want to test, if you don't get us out of the EU by the 31st of October, will you resign?
We're going to come out on October the 31st. And I think anybody who goes into this negotiation proposing yet again to kick the can down the road will, I think, run the risk of forfeiting trust with the electorate.
I think it's a no. And what we've got is someone who says it's do or die for the country.
I'm sorry. I think what we have with
I asked you if you'd resign, Boris.
What I have with my opponent is somebody
will you resign if you don't deliver it, yes or no?
And if that put Boris Johnson under pressure, he hit back with this.
If it's not the 31st, how much longer? Is it days? Is it weeks? Is it by Christmas?
Well, the reality is that if you have a Prime Minister...
How about Christmas?
If you have a Prime Minister...
Christmas any good?
If you have a Prime Minister who has...
A question on no deal also exposed the differences between them.
We can get through this, but we can't get through it on a wing and a prayer. We can only get through it if we plan. And I have a 10-point Brexit plan.
Well, I certainly think that badly handled, a no-deal, a disruptive no-deal Brexit could be costly. But the crucial thing, and I think everybody is agreed on this in the Conservative Party, the crucial thing is to prepare. So we can get rid of... This is a great country.
How costly?
Well, it's vanishingly inexpensive if you prepare.
Mr Hunt accusing Boris Johnson of failing to make clear the implications of a no-deal scenario.
And do you agree that getting details like that wrong is fine for a newspaper column, but if you're Prime Minister, that is people's jobs at stake?
No, because I think only a defeatist and somebody who actually was on the other side of the argument for so long and somebody who didn't wish to, in fact, to come out would take that line.
And if that was personal, so was this.
Being Prime Minister is about telling people what they need to hear, not just what they want to hear. And the difference between you and me is you are peddling optimism, and I'm saying we can make a tremendous...
Needs a bit of optimism,
Boris,
frankly.
why don't you... We can make...
I think...
The audience liked that, and then there was this.
Raise your hand if you feel confident telling the British people that we will have left the EU by the 31st of October.
Well, that's the spirit, Jeremy.
There we go. Come on to do it. I'll make it happen.
Boris Johnson's strong on the jocular asides. The current Foreign Secretary far tougher on the subject of the British ambassador's leaks about the Trump administration.
If I am our next Prime Minister, the ambassador in Washington stays because it's our decision.
Whoever leaked that deserves to be eviscerated.
Boris, just answer the question for once. Go on. Tell us if you'll keep the ambassador in Washington. Come on.
I'm not going to be so presumptuous.
The subject of tax cuts for higher earners didn't calm things down.
It was part of a package.
Boris, it was a mistake.
It was part of a package.
Tax cuts for the rich.
I want to say this now.
Julie. I have spent my life trying to persuade people that we are not the party of the rich. If your very first tax cuts are for higher rate earners, that is sending a wrong message about our party.
Thank you, Mr.
No, this is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons these blue-on-blue debates are so embarrassing.
As for the chance to offer an olive branch at the end, they didn't take it.
What one quality do you most admire in your opponent as a future Prime Minister?
So we can just be lovely to one another.
I greatly admire his ability to change his mind.
I really admire Boris's ability to answer the question. He has this great ability. You ask him a question, he puts a smile on your face, and you forget what the question was.
Thank you for that very much.
A raise of the eyebrow, and it was over. There were handshakes, but the gloves had been off throughout. For the front runner especially, this had been a bruising event. Romilly Weeks, News at 10.